For the weekend of June 9th, Streamline recommends Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt in the top Netflix spot for the second time. It also has the top spot of the weekly Streamline ranking of all television, so you can read more about the show over there. What's new this week? Sense8 has a series wrap. After canceling the show, Netflix decided to bring it back for one more long episode. This decision seems to have been made because of fan uproar, a rare success for fervent show fandoms that want more episodes of their favorite cancelled shows. Everything sucks, fans haven't been so lucky yet. I should probably mention up top that I do not understand the appeal of this show. That isn't to say the show isn't competently shot. Many scenes are viscerally beautiful, but the Sense8 sensibility just isn't for me. That said, clearly many people have connected with this show, if not enough to give the show a long run. There's something worthwhile here for someone. Maybe that someone is you. Anyway, you can watch the trailer for that series finale below. And if you want to stay up to date with what to watch on a weekly basis, subscribe to this Streamline newsletter. Sense8 on Netflix. Top 5 Netflix news items from this week. 1. Netflix CEO Reed Hastings responded to the controversy around 13 Reasons Why by saying, "Nobody has to watch it." Nice. Also, don't watch it. Also, Netflix renewed the show for a third season. Also, don't watch that. 2. There's going to be an anthology series based on Dolly Parton songs. As someone who has been to Dolly Parton's Dixie Stampede dinner and show in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, I am intrigued. 3. Arrested Development creator Mitch Hurwitz had a kind of mediocre response to the whole Jeffrey Tambor and Jessica Walter controversy. This new season of Arrested Development is just going to remain an L, and there's really nothing that can be said to change that now. 4. Eddie Murphy is going to star in a movie again. And it's going to be a Netflix movie called Dolomite Is My Name, about the real-life star of blaxploitation movies. 5. And Penguin Random House is publishing Stranger Things books starting this fall. The first 2 books sound like they'll essentially be coffee table books. Then in the spring the publisher will release a prequel novel to the events of the first season. Random Netflix tweet: the Netflix Twitter account is one of those try-hard media brands that like to make jokes. Streamline will present one a week without comment. So when cartoons draw cartoons within a cartoon, is it just realism? If so, what do cartoons in the Tarsem universe even look like? Are they what we see as photographs? pic.twitter.com/WeTad6ac. Netflix US. At Netflix, June 6, 2018. One weird thing: it wasn't on Netflix, but the latest season of Nathan For You, and particularly the movie-length finale, was exceptional. That finale might have been my favorite movie of 2017. And so I'm certainly hoping the show gets recognized with an Emmy nomination. But in classic Nathan For You fashion, show creator Nathan Fielder just put out a strange but hilarious video that should make you question the legitimacy of the Emmy voting. In the video below, Fielder interviews an election hacking specialist who shows exactly how you could hack the Emmy voting this year if you wanted to. If you have a favorite Netflix show or are a Nathan For You fan, you could consider helping sway votes that way. Definitely don't. That would be a crime. But you totally could. And it looks pretty easy. Streamline includes related reading below the show recommendations, as well as a list of other shows and movies joining the service this week. Note, this list only includes shows that debuted their most recent episode less than a year ago. Much like the main list, it prioritizes newness. Eric Leibowitz, Netflix. Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt Season 4, Part 1 release, May 30, 2018. The 5-word plot: woman slowly finds her way. Pro: this might have the most solid jokes per minute of any show out there right now. As this show comes to a close, it's still as strong as ever. Con: episodes are probably slightly too long and often could use some tightening. The humor can be overly zany for long stretches in which it fails to ground itself to make the jokes work. Saeed Adiani, Netflix. Arrested Development Season 5 Part 1 release, May 29, 2018. The 5-word plot: family struggles to stick together. Pro: the original iteration of Arrested Development is one of the best shows of all time. The new jokes are still strange and unique after all these years. Con: this is probably the worst season. Characters used to make some sense, but now everyone is a cartoon character. Plus, the whole Jeffrey Tambor controversy hangs over this. Eddie Chen, Netflix. Dear White People Season 2 release, May 4, 2018. The 5-word plot: college students struggle with racism. Pro: one of the most accurate portrayals of contemporary young adult life. Also has much to say about the resurgence of vocalized racism in America and does so with nuance. Con: directing choices don't always allow the characters to be believable, but this heavy-handedness still kind of helps emphasize important points. Murray Close. LGBTQ representation is also very strong. Con: pretty much everything about the show is extremely ridiculous. Sometimes good comes out of this, but more often it's bad. This is so heavy-handed it often feels like high schoolers are running the show. Here's the trailer. Fabio Effuso, Netflix. Collateral Season 1 release, March 9, 2018. The 5-word plot: crime thriller in contemporary London. Pro: it's a compelling watch that stays fun with a constant sense of humor. At just a few episodes, Collateral resembles one long movie. Con: at times it certainly feels like yet another crime thriller. Ben Blackall. Safe Season 1 release, May 10, 2018. The 5-word plot: familial violence shocks gated community. Pro: the pulpy mysteries at the root of the show make this the streaming equivalent of a page-turning beach read. Con: everything it does well here is done better by other shows. This is a visceral watch that ultimately isn't that intellectually stimulating and deserves a few eye rolls along the way. Per Arneson. The Rain Season 1 release, May 4, 2018. The 5-word plot: survivors rebuild after deadly virus. Pro: it has a pretty decent virus genre storyline, which tends to be a crowd pleaser. The pace of the plot is extremely quick. Con: this is pretty melodramatic and the dialogue can be cringeworthy. It's also one of those infuriating tales where characters act like idiots and cause their own trouble. Suzanne Hanover, Netflix. Love Season 3 release, March 9, 2018. The 5-word plot: couple sometimes loves each other. Pro: the show depicts relationships in a generally more realistic, mundane way that's strangely compelling. Con: because not much happens plot-wise, the show occasionally forces characters to act irrationally, which is frustrating to watch. More Netflix stories. 5 Netflix shows to watch if you like The Office. 5 Netflix shows to watch if you like Game of Thrones. 5 Netflix shows to watch if you like The Crown. And here are the shows and movies arriving on Netflix through the rest of this week. June 9th, Wynonna Earp Season 2. June 10th, Portlandia. Season 8, June 14th, Cutie and the Boxer, Marlon, Season 1, June 15th, Lahora Final, Lust Stories, Netflix Film, Makeup, Netflix Film, Queer Eye, Season 2, Netflix Original, Set It Up, Netflix Film, Step Up 2, The Streets. Sunday's Illness, Netflix Film, The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. The Ranch, Part 5, Netflix Original, True, Magical Friends, Netflix Original, True, Wonderful Wishes, Netflix Original, Voltron, Legendary Defender, Season 6, Netflix Original, download.